Hello there. This is only one Kenobi. Only one. And it's been a while since I've done a vehicle review. But I got this a few weeks ago now. And I want to open it. So I went a bit crazy with vehicles. I'm going to pan back up again. But when I was moving into a new place, I knew I'd have more space. So Christmas 2019, when the deal was done and I was moving, I knew that I could have more vehicles. I always have I always had the Falcon that you see up there. And I have the barge that's actually behind me. Boom. And then I thought, well, you know how it is. You're a collector. If you watch this, you want a little bit more. So up there is where I have them displayed. And I'm going to have a few more hung up on the wall and stuff. If you go to the left there, you'll see that this place is still not quite finished. I've got the AT-AT there. I got that about a year ago. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to get this open because I've been meaning to get hold of a Rogue 2 Snowspeeder. I love Rogue 2. He's my favourite pilot in the Empire Strikes Back. There's something about him I really like. He's the first guy you see. Let's see if I can find a knife here. So yeah, I've already got a Snowspeeder up there. I've got Luke's up there on the shelf. So I've got space for one more, so that's where I'm going to put him. But the Luke one, I think, it's kind of bland. If you look at the detail that they put into this Black Series one, I'm not happy about having this in this room. This is a 3 3/4 inch room exclusively, but this, I've got no place for it. I don't like it in here. That's why I'm a one scale, really. I prefer not mixing scales, but it's just behind me for now underneath the barge. But yeah, the one up there is nowhere near as detailed. The Luke one is nowhere near as detailed as that gorgeous Black Series one, but I always like the one with the red on anyway. I think I have one in the Action Fleet that's red, and that's Rogue 2's. I always thought Luke's was red, but no. His is grey. So what I'll do is I'll give you a quick look at the thing in the packaging. It's always nice before I crack him out of there. I mean, that's quite nice for boxed collectors to have something like this. Look at all that detail. It even looks like there's an actual tube in there. Oh, Christ, it's focusing on the gleam on the thing as opposed to me. There you go. You can see what I mean? Anyway, that's quite nice that I don't keep things like this boxed. I mean, look, it's getting tatty now anyway. See, it's not that bad for the price I got it for. And I've already got him loose. He is up here somewhere. Let's go and find him. This is chronological, this. So right about here is the start of the Empire. End of New Hope. Empire Strikes Back here. And where is the man? There he is, Zev Seneska. Right there, just in this kind of little echo base mock-up there. I don't know. Bit of a mix of... Focus for you there. Bit of a mix of stuff going on. But yeah, I've always liked Rogue 2. Always liked him. He's quite a sarcastic kind of guy, especially with that banter with Han Solo. Good morning. Nice of you guys to drop by. Echo base. This is Rogue 2. I found them. Repeat, I found them. And then obviously, slightly sad after that, we lose Rogue 2, Zev. So here's a look at the packaging, of course. I shan't be keeping this. Vintage boxes and stuff I keep, but this can go in the bin. Opening canopy for 2 pilots there. There he is, Zev Seneska. I mean, we don't see what he's like without his helmet on, and I've not seen a picture of the actor who played him, but I'd like to, actually. I might Google that later. There he is. I wonder how old he was. He always struck me as being an older guy in terms of pilots. Obviously Luke's a fellow who's of a younger age than, say, Han. He's probably like, can you imagine him being Han's age when I saw The Empire Strikes Back first when I was a kid? Look at this image here. Look at that one. That's kind of nice, isn't it? I mean, look at all of them. I suppose all of them, this is suggesting, are all red stripes. Red, Rogue, Rouge. But Luke, obviously, the talisman with grey. Look at that, that's nice. That's a lifted image from the movie, that. Look at that, the entrance to Echo Base. Nice. I do like the red ones, man. And they're going to look nice together, because on the shelf over here, it's kind of like a room tour, this as well. I've got 2 A-Wings together. All these vehicles I was going to have hanging on the wall like I used to in my old place. In my old place, I had them hanging up just like that. And they look kind of cool like that. But here, I've actually invested in more shelves than I thought I would. So I've got obviously all my loose displays out. But I had space to put a few of these vehicles parked because, you know, as opposed to hanging on a wall, the natural thing a vehicle would do is park like that. I mean, this X-Wing here needs a bit of attention because at the minute it's on that goo, a glass goo container, which is no good. GU goo, the dessert. Really, I could do with getting a flight, what they call a flight pose stand for that. I think I have shown you everything with regards. Oh, sugar. The packaging of this. There's nothing else to show you except it says there, episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. And I'm sure you wanted to see it open at this stage, so let's do it. Boom. Let's see. I'll show you the process of opening it. I'm not going to just rip it open, am I? I'm going to be respectful. Someone's kept this in pristine condition since 2006. So, let's get it open respectfully. Let's see how we're supposed to do this. Hang on a minute, there's another one there. So I suppose it might slide out. Let's see. This is got weathering on it, but it's kind of clean, but it's made up for the fact that it's got more colour than the Luke one. It's pretty much it. Well, it is the same sculpt as the Vintage Collection one. I like these though. It's the same as a few of the Y-Wings and stuff I've seen. They come with a mock-up of the hangar, which is great. Look at that. I like that. Wish I could salvage them somehow and put them over there on that thing there, but I don't think I can. Maybe I need a plastic prop. But there's our man there, Zev Seneska. I might have a spare pilot I can have as his gunner. I'll be able to find an old wedge, actually. The Power of the Force 2 wedge. And put him in the back. No one will know. Only you that I've told you. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. It's great, isn't it? It's brilliant packaging. Close the doors. Close the doors. The shield doors must be closed. Your Highness. There's nothing more we can do tonight. Look at that. That looks so good, that, isn't it? Force perspective kind of thing. Really good. And here's the weathering I talked about. It's not too bad, is it? It's better than now. It's got, tell you what, it's got more blast marks and stuff than Luke's has. I think Luke's is pretty darn clean. As I said, that 6-inch one is decent. Look at this. Nice. And then it's got this kind of like separate paint job, like a white touches here, and then funnily enough all around the front there. I can't wait to get this out of here and then set it up for you, which I will do right now. Just going to give you another look at it though. It's a really good mock-up, that, like a diorama of Echo Base. Do you know what? Wouldn't mind a Hoth Echo Base playset, something like that, if they do it. I wouldn't say no to that. Just a little, you know, mock-up of part of the hangar bay would look great, especially for that shelf right there that you see. Something in the background, like the Tanti 4 they're going to bring out. Awesome. Let's get him out of there. And here we are. Not a bad-looking snowspeeder at all. Quite like it. Very good. A few bits that feel a little bit rickety, and I tell you what, it was packed well. Not by the person who's... Oh! Yeah, excuse me. Jesus. Not by the guy... Yeah, the guy who sent it to me packed it well, but what I mean is Hasbro packed it well. It's very hard to get out. You've got to be patient and take it easy, because you might be snapping a few of the more... I can't get the words out. The more delicate parts of it, you know. Yeah, delicate's the word, I think. Yeah. Like this bit here, this seems very... you don't want to break that. You could have, because they had one of these things wrapped all around it. You know, these things? I actually use these to bag twisties on bags and stuff. But anyway, so it came with one of them going right through the glass, the front of the glass. And then back down underneath it through these two holes here. Oh, you can't see what I mean. Excuse me. See? Anyway... So, look, bit of weathering on the base. I know from another review I've seen, it's got, oh, there, you can see it there. It's got like touches of silver everywhere, which is better than now. And even on the back, let's put that down a second. If I tilt it there, can you see? That's good, that, good touch. It's more weathering that's on the vintage one. I might do a video, or maybe you can get it now and compare them, the Vintage Collection one. So, what you got to do with this is, you can push that up like that and then lock it in. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry, Zev. Lock it like that, see? If you move that lever across and do it, then it'll come down and that's it. And just sort of like put it in landing position. I haven't quite fully sorted it yet, but these guns also seem a little bit loose. What else is there? yeah, I thought that the back seat, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go and get the Luke one, do a bit of a comparison. The seat seems a little further back on this than it is in real life. It's almost like, it looks like a one-man snowspeeder, but it's not, it's two-man. You can get two pilots in there. Here's the vintage one. Let me show you what I mean. See, that's where you'd expect the seats to be on a... I see that's a Luke in the back. No, I haven't got a DAC Ralter. I do, DAC's up there, but I haven't got a spare one to put in here. See, a bit on this one. See how far back the seat is? Look at that. But there is a space to put another pilot in the back there. Oh, easy, Tiger. Come on, focus. There you go. So this is quite flimsy, is the word I was thinking of before. Flimsy and delicate, that. It feels like you're going to break it. But it'll be all right. Come on. See, I feel like if I push that further down, I'm going to force it and snap it. I don't like that, man. Let me just mount the camera a minute. Bear with me a second. What's going on with it, man? Snaps in, and can you go that? Yeah, it's down now. Well, anyway, once it's in display, I'm not going to be messing around with it. What else can I show you? The air brakes are on there. I think you saw that weathering before. Air brakes, yeah, all there. And do these move? No, they don't move. The back ones there. See these air brakes here? I mean, if you didn't see, I can't see what I'm doing. Gun, nice, scaled correctly. Vintage Collection one, I believe. Did it come with two different types of gun? I think, or maybe maybe the Power of the Force 2 one did. But so yeah, two-man snowspeeder, brilliant. Look at that, great. So this Vintage Collection one doesn't have any weathering on it at all. Now either Luke is so good, he never gets touched by blaster fire. Well, he does ultimately in the movie, but I've always thought that this was plain. But I'm glad to have this one because this is second-hand, this. And I know I've got a lot of mates who wouldn't go near second-hand stuff, but obviously it'd been kept by an adult collector before me, so it wasn't battered or anything. But I've never really liked the fact that A, it's second-hand, and B, I think that this could have been a lot better, this Vintage Collection one. They should have re-released it in the... they should have put it out this year for the 40th anniversary. Right, let me just go in on here. Look at that, nice touches there. Brilliant. Not too bad. Again, the Luke one doesn't. So basically, this feels a bit more robust. That one feels kind of flimsy in parts, but I tell you what, it looks decent. I'm so glad to have two of them anyway. Next to each other will be awesome. I think that is all I can say. I hope I've given you a good enough look at that. There is some Arabesh on here, I believe. Yeah, just like there is on the vintage one. The ZZ thing, whatever that is. And all that there. Oh yeah, one thing you can't do is you can't take that off, whereas on the vintage one you can. Which is a nice feature to have if you're so inclined to like that kind of thing. You know, it looks like that doesn't look nowhere near as good as this one does. The features on this are amazing. I mean, you're never going to display it like that. But if you were to have it open like that, you can admire the details. Some people might want a mock-up of the Echo Base or whatever they're doing. So there you are. Hope you've enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I've shown you enough if you've been on this video to get a look at it and we're looking for something specific. I hope you have seen it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts anyway. Do you have this snowspeeder? And also, I'll just put them up on the shelf now and park them. And yeah, I'm just glad to have the Rogue 2. Awesome. So there's one thing I want to do, and that's put Zev in there. And also I need a gunner. So what I'm going to do is, see this diorama here? A little bit of a Return of the Jedi mock-up there. Some key pilots from Return of the Jedi. That right there is an old Wedge Antilles from the Power of the Force 2 or something. You know, the reason he's got his back to us all there is he's a bit of an army builder. I don't want that to be Wedge. I just want it to be a random other pilot because it's not a great figure. That's a good figure of Wedge. Oh, someone has knocked him over. Must have been me. So, yeah. That's a good Wedge figure. Anyway, I'll sort you out later, Wedge. Sorry, pal. Let's go over here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick him in there with my brand new Zev Senesco. In fact, actually, I'll do a bit of a comparison. What's the difference between these two? Look at the helmet on that one. I can't focus. There you go. Look at that. It's like, but I know for a fact This one here doesn't have... Oh, yes, it does. They're pretty much the same, right? Yeah. I was just going to make a decision then on which one I was going to keep on the shelf and which one I was going to put inside the SNOWSPEEDER. So I'll stick with him. Let's do it. So I've got Zev in there now, but he looks kind of weird because that seat is so reclined that he just looks like he's lying down. I suppose it's all right. I've got him in a decent position there. As for the wedge, I've not put him in there. I've put him in this one here because I did have a Power of the Force Luke there, so it was like having two Lukes back to back. That is wedge, but at least the helmets are different now, and you know you can tell it's a different pilot or whatever, and it suits that one better because that's the Luke. And God, he goes so far back in there, he just disappears anyway. Look at that. It's really hard to even get him into a decent position. You can try and pull him up, but it's so I'll have to play around with that. I might even need to manipulate the figure where he's sat with some, I don't know, blue tack or something. It doesn't work. So obviously that is one flaw with this SNOWSPEEDER. The seats are crap. If you're going to have one that doesn't have any pilots in, this is the one that looks better with pilots in, obviously. But still, you know, it's all right. And I've got two Zevs anyway. I can't even get this down again now. That is going to be a problem, that. Let's even push that down. There you go. All right. So I'm going to put them on the shelf. That is enough from me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Should I put them up here now for you? There we are. One Zev Seneska. One Rogue Leader. Luke Skywalker. Rogue Group. Use your harpoons and cables. Go for the legs. It might be the only chance we have of stopping them. You know the script. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you are new around here, do subscribe. There shall be more videos, vehicles to come, of course. And I've decided I won't be throwing that away. I'll keep that for the short term. There might be a way I can use that somewhere in the future, no doubt. Thank you for watching. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.